Very good. Just give me your introduction without disclosing your name.
Sir, I hail from Panipat, Haryana. I have completed my schooling from Panipat only. After schooling, I joined the Dehradun UPS Petroleum University in 2018, and therein I enrolled myself for BBA LLB program. I stayed there for 5 years, and therein I developed the keen interest in legal developments, interpretation of statutes, and all the legal frameworks and statutory frameworks. In my college year, I was consistent and hardworking student, and that was rewarded by my college authority by silver medal. In 2023, I moved to Delhi for my disciplined study in judicial preparation, and for last 2 years, I am wholly dedicated to the judicial services.
Okay. So today you are having a two-panel interview. So we are having Shri UP Sharma sir with us. He is a retired special secretary to the Chief Minister of Himachal Pradesh and a senior HS officer. So firstly, he will be taking up the session and then I will come to you.
Yes.
Hello, Amisha. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
How are you?
I'm good, sir. How are you?
Fine, fine. Are you ready for the discussion?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now tell me something about Himachal Pradesh. Something. Whatever you know.
So Himachal Pradesh is a state which lies in the lap of the beauty, closest to the nature, known as the Valley of Gods, and it has always been the best spot for the tourism.
Tell me any book you have read about Himachal Pradesh.
So I haven't read any book particular on Himachal Pradesh yet, but I will surely look upon this in the future.
Beta, this is very important because when the actual interview will be there, the members, especially non-law members, they will ask only about the Himachal Pradesh. So you will be losing about 10 to 20 marks, more than that, in
Yes.
case you are not well prepared. About Himachal population, literacy, then resources, then आपका culture, which includes आपका fairs, festivals, fauna,
Yes,
flora,
sir.
fauna. Okay,
Yes.
so all these geographical also. So you can have a book or you can download from the website also, Himachal website also. But do it. Do it.
Yes, sir.
Don't lose your marks. Don't lose your marks.
Yes, sir.
It will be around maybe about 10 to 15 or 20. Minimum 20 marks though after Vashi scrutiny. So you should not lose those.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now come to next point. What do we mean by law?
So law is a system which prevents the discipline in the society by telling people what are their rights and duties and punishing those people who do not maintain those system in the society. So in my humble opinion, law is a system which regulates the society.
Okay. How a person, suppose I have committed something, how the procedure, how a person can be punished?
So the
Simply,
person,
you cannot say, simply you cannot say, you have done this thing. Well, the complainant has to prove
yes,
that he or she has done something.
yes, sir.
Then only punishment can be. Procedure बताइए क्या procedure होगा?
So, firstly, the procedure will begin by registration of the FIR if the case is cognizable, and if the case is not
सेक्शन बोलिए FIR का सेक्शन बोलिए
154 154 CRPC and 173 in BNSS. That is the latest 2023 amendment.
ओके भी है ठीक है ठीक
So, if the case is non-cognizable, then the complaint would be filed out by the at the magistrate office, and sir, then the investigation will begin by the police officer, and on completion of the investigation in the particular time period, the police report will be filed, and on that police report, the challan will be made out by the court, and by that challan or the charge sheet, the trial will begin, where the parties will called out, and it will begin by leading evidence.
what do you mean by legal personality?
Legal
Legal
personality.
personality.
Sir, in my humble opinion, legal personality would mean any person who possesses the knowledge about law and who professes the legal framework.
Have you studied company law?
Sir, which law?
Company law.
Yes, sir.
There you will find a legal personality. Even not only the jurisprudence may be legal personality here.
Sir, yes, sir. Sir, in that context, legal personality is referred
Man
to the
is
company's
man
associations.
is are you legal person or not?
So, no, person is legal person means
Why why why
is
why why why? Legal personality means the personality which has been assigned by the law to that person.
yes,
When you
sir.
say person, he could be male, he could be female, or he
Yes, sir.
could be anything also. Let's say, for example, MNC. Have you heard about
Yes, sir.
multinational corporation?
Multinational.
So what is
Yes, sir.
that? They are legal person by virtue of the recognition given by the law.
Yes, sir.
Otherwise, they are not,
Yes, sir.
unless they. Okay, so you have uh, what is constitution?
So, Constitution is the drafted written rights and duties of the people, which is a grand norm of all the laws.
Can you tell me what is the difference between the equality of law and the equal protection of law?
So, the terms has been embedded under Article 14 of the Indian Constitution, where the difference lies between where the equal protection of law means the law would be protected of every person equally, and equal protection of law and equality of law means when the law protects the people according as per their rank and title. For instance, sir, president sir needs the high protection and the different kind of procedural as per the other civilians. So that is the equality in law. Whereas in equal protection of law will be every person will be treated as a human first. So there the basic difference lies.
Are animals human beings?
No, sir.
They cannot be protected.
They can be protected, but not as a human being, sir.
What is Article 39, 39A?
So Article 39A talks
A.
about the yes, A. 8 of the Constitution talks about the legal aid to the person and legal access to every person. So that is a fundamental duty of the state to provide and to make sure that every person has a legal access. For instance, sir, the poor person who cannot afford an advocate in their crime, there has been a provision where the state provides the state advocate on their expenses.
There is a word free justice. What do you
Yes.
mean by justice? What do you mean by justice?
So justice, in my humble opinion, would mean like punishing those person who has committed the sin against the society and protecting the rights of the innocent person. So justice means serving the good person, serving the innocent person, and making sure that the person who has committed the offense against the society should be punished.
Have you heard about the statement? Justice should not only be done, but it should also be seen
Yes,
to be
sir.
done.
Yes, sir.
What is that?
So, according, in my humble opinion, sir, that term, that phrase reflects that justice should not only be done in the terms of the paper, but it should be seen by the society as an example. For instance, if any person has committed a grave offense, that person should be punished in that manner that it should send the message to the society, and the person against whom the offense has been committed, like the victim, must be protected in a manner that the society must see that justice has been done. Like the person who has committed the wrong has been punished equally.
एक आपने जस्ट बोल रहा हूँ try to brief the answer. Try to brief the answer. The
Yes.
moment you speak more, the interviewer will ask many questions, whatever you are saying. So that could be, I mean, disadvantage to you. So be brief. Not very brief, but be brief. We have
Okay,
to
sir.
adopt a path of middle path. What is law of tort? What do you mean by tort?
Sir, tort is a civil wrong which has not been codified.
In India, suppose some civil wrong has been committed. Under what law we will, you as advocate will file case in the court?
Sir, if
Under which law, under which present law you will file a case in the court?
so Indian Penal Code as of the later, but now as per the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita. So the case would be filed as
आपने
per.
आपने तो कहा सिविल रॉन्ग है, तो how you can go for Indian Penal Code?
But sir, the terms, the offenses of the torts has been codified by Indian Penal Code. For instance, like the offense of assault, which is now stated under Indian Penal Code, and the offense of
Assault is a civil wrong.
So assault is not per se civil law, but it is a criminal offense. But as per the English doctrine, it was stated as a civil wrong.
I'm saying under what law, what Indian law, the law of tort is to be made applicable. वो केस कहाँ किस 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 में लगे हो, किस लॉ के अंडर आएगा केस?
So, in my humble opinion, the torts has not been codified, and it is a doctrine which is given by the English law. So, but in India, we follow the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita 2023
CPC. What do you mean by CPC?
Code of Civil Procedure.
Or CRPC?
Code of Criminal Procedure.
Don't get confused. Most of
Yes.
the people they say civil procedure code, but it is
Code of Civil.
code say codification.
Yes.
Okay. What is injury sine damno?
Sir, that is an injury without damages.
Injuria sine damno sine injuria.
Sir, that is first one is injury without damages, and second one is damages without injury.
What is jurisprudence? There are two words. Jurisprudence. When juris plus prudence, then we combine both the things, it will be jurisprudence.
Yes.
दोनों का मीनिंग क्या है? What is meaning both words का?
So, in my humble opinion, it would mean the basic and the source from which the law has been evolved. So, according to me, in my opinion, only the jurisprudence would mean the origin of the law.
Law is a science or art?
So, I'm not very sure about it, but it is an art which is laid down by many founders and the many jurists.
What is jurisprudence? It is a science or art? Jurisprudence itself.
So, as far as I remember, I read it like it was a very debatable topic whether it is an art or science. So, many jurists gave their opinion on the different aspects, and it was laid down like it could be both science and art.
आपने क्या किया? LLB या BLLB या LLM? क्या
So,
किया?
I have done my graduation in BBA LLB.
BLL
BBA.
and BBL. Very good. Okay. Can you tell me something about the BBA?
Yes, sir. So that is a bachelor course in the business administration, which teaches us the subjects related to the business and the organizations.
So आपको option क्या है? What are option in the at graduation level besides law?
Sir, my law was my priority only, and BBA was an optional thing, which I chose it with the law. So for me, LLB was the first thing.
Well, you are having business law. You are more related to business law.
No, no, sir, not really. Sir, BBA was a different course and LLB was a different course. So we used to study altogether different subjects. It's like in a day, we used to study business as well as the law. So nothing particular about the business law.
Now, what I told you, uh, go through, have a book of Himachal Pradesh, or download the material which is available on the website also in Himachal Pradesh, because otherwise you will be losing about 10 to 20 marks. Clear? Number two. Number two,
Ye-
be brief in answering. Be brief.
Yes, sir.
Justify, take minimum time. Because what will happen if you speak more, the interviewer will definitely ask all question out of that and may
Yes.
create confusion also. So avoid that. Avoid that. Good, very good. Keep it up.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Okay, so Amisha, yes. So just tell me, what do you understand by the term judicial overreach?
Sir, the judicial overreach has been used in a term where the judicial activism has overreached the thing, where the judicial exceeds the power, like act in the ultra virus manner.
So, is there any a thin line difference between judicial activism and judicial overreach?
Yes, sir. Sir, the judicial activism means when the judiciary takes a step to prevent some wrong, and judicial overreach means where the judicial action exceeded their limit. So there could be a thin line difference.
Okay. So, are you aware about any recent development or any recent judgment passed by the High Court or Supreme Court with respect to judicial activism?
So I could not recall it right now, but I'll look into this for sure.
So, my next question to you is that suppose there are two conflicting judgments of HB High Court. You are a presiding officer in Himachal. You have to dispose a matter, and the factual scenario before you is on the same point on which there is a conflicting decision. So, what you will do?
So, firstly, I'll check the judgment, which is the latest one. And if the judgment is of the same date, I would check the strength of the bench. I'll refer the matter which is passed by the more judges. And if the strength is also the same, then I would surely take suggestion from my seniors on that matter.
So, conflict will only arise when the bench is same, right? It is two
Yes,
judges bench earlier judgment, and the same other judgment was also of two judges bench. If one
yes.
judgment is of two judges and the other judgment is given by three judges, so can you
Then
say
it
there
is
is a conflict?
no, sir. That will be overruled judgment by the higher bench.
Now, just tell me, if the accused confesses before the police officer and subsequently he retracts before the
Yes.
magistrate, and you are a magistrate in that case, what you will do?
So, as per the judgments given by our honorable court, retracted confessions does not lose their evidentiary value. They are admissible, and but they somewhere gets a weaker kind, but not absolutely rejected outrightly. So, in that matter, I would see what are the circumstances under which the person gave the confession earlier, and what are the circumstances under which he is now retracting his confession. So, on that basis, I would give my judgment, and I'll try to corroborate with the other evidences.
Okay. Okay. Any specific provision is there with respect to the extrajudicial confessions?
Uh, Sir, in my humble opinion, there is no specific provision for the extrajudicial confessions.
Are you sure?
No, sir. I'll look into this for the provision.
Okay. Just tell me, in Himachal, we have seen that the disputes in the civil side are broaderly of the disputes related to land. Okay, so how you will see that you will ensure that fairness is there at the time when you are giving the decision, and you will also see that whenever there is a any kind of local or community pressure is there in that particular case, how you will give those on those cases judgments.
So, in the matter where I'll get the pressurized by the society and the local committees, I'll make sure whenever I give the judgment, the public peace has to be maintained, and I'll take into consideration the uh, public interest in my judgment. I'll not completely bother their interest or harass them, or I'll make sure that my judgment would not make them lose a lot. And but I'll try to balance every kind of interest. And whenever I'll pass a judgment, I'll make sure to give them some relief by which they could stay calm, and my whole judgment would not bother them to lose their patience or interest in the judiciary.
Okay. Just tell me, suppose you got selected today, and now after training, a court is assigned to you, you are there in a court, you are a presiding officer. And on one day you find that a charge sheet is there, filed by the police officer. And in that charge sheet, the accused is a very close friend of, very close, best friend. What you will do?
So, in my humble opinion, firstly, I have no knowns in Himachal Pradesh, and there would not be any circumstances that my closest friends would be accused in Himachal Pradesh. I could be completely impartial and independent. And even if any such circumstances arises, I will refer that matter to any of my followed presiding officers.
So it is not required that you are having a friend in Himachal, only then he can be made as an accused. Let's suppose one of your friend had committed a cyber crime, and
Yes,
the victim is there in Himachal, and you are the presiding officer. Then also you can take up the matter.
yes, sir. So then I'll refer it to some other presiding officers, and I'll not be on that judgment, because uh, for being a good judge, you have to be impartial and independent, and I will not like to raise any of such dispute in my career.
Suppose as you're a woman and you are a presiding officer, let's suppose, and a woman comes to you directly in court without any lawyer, having certain grievances, directly coming to the court. Now you see that this woman is having certain grievances, and she is appearing to be helpless. What you can do for that?
So I'll call the president of the bar, since that is a relation between the bar and bench, which is very sacrament. I'll call him, I'll talk to him privately, I'll tell him every problem, and I'll ask him, request him to assist the women in every possible manner.
So on your own, and can you do something?
Sir, on my own, I can, if she needs any help, like for the case, I can take the cognizance of the offense on her complaint. I could help her by providing the shelter, protection, and giving the custodial orders as per the Domestic Violence Act. And I can provide her the medical help also by requesting the medical officers there in the state. There are the NGOs to which I can request to assist her, give her shelter, protection, food, and everything, whatever she requires.
Okay. My next question to you is, suppose you pass the judgment. That judgment is appearing to be related to a sexual offense or something like that. But in media and in social media, your judgment is misreported. And a negative impact is created, and they want to portray that this judge is of a negative attitude.
Yes.
What you will do in that case? Are you going to be silent? Or you will be speaking publicly? Or you will do something else?
Sir, in my humble opinion, criticism is a part of life. It's a part of a communication, because every person has their opinion, and that makes us a different human. So, sir, if I passes any judgment and it get criticized by the media or misportrayed it, so I'll make sure that I make sure I clearly define whatever I want to state in my judgment, and I'll maybe write an article to clearly define what my judgment states, and I'll not be too much proactive on that to make myself clean chit, and I'll not be completely silent, but I'll balance the scenario and I'll make sure my judgment does not miscommunicate it, but my judgment has a clear instances, whatever I had in what I interpreted it.
Okay. My second last question to you. Suppose an advocate comes in the court representing his client, and you are a kind of an adamant judge. You are not giving any adjournment, and the bar is very disturbed from you. And one advocate comes and he started using that aggressive language against you. How you will tackle the situation?
Sir, I'll request him not to maintain the decorum of the court, and I'll request him again. And even if he doesn't do that, I'll call the president of the bar, since they are all managed and regulated, and I'll see in the Advocates Rule Act what are their offenses. And even if he doesn't, and he makes a lot of disturbance and doesn't get control, then the president could take action against that advocate, enrolled advocate.
Okay. Okay. So last one is that would you ever allow your emotional instincts to be there at the time when you are going to pass any judgment, or you are going to follow the strict applications of law?
Sir, in my humble opinion, there is no absolute rule. In the matter of judgment, there are various factors which have to be kept in our mind while giving the judgment. Factors like discretionary power, equality, fairness, morality, and by keeping all them with the law. So I'll not completely be strict to the law, and I'll not be completely emotional, but I'll balance out everything. So that makes us human, and that's why we need human as a judge in the court.
Okay, it was nice, Amisha. Thank you for this session.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, you're welcome.